This oldest evidence of mankind rewrites human history and leaves archaeologists stunned. They were left stunned when they discovered the oldest remains of the modern man so far, pushing back the timeline of mankind yet another 30,000 years. The discovery is vital for the archaeological community, as these remains prove that modern humans roamed the earth much before the previously estimated 230,000 years ago, even though the fossil known as Huma Huma was uncovered in Ethiopia in 1967. Scientists had difficulty estimating exactly how old these remains were. Now, an international team of experts led by Cambridge University researchers established that the fossil is much older than previously calculated, and they figured this out by dating the chemical fingerprint of volcanic ash layers that were found above and below the sediments in which the fossils were found. The study lead author, Dr. Celine Vidal, said, using these methods, the generally accepted age of the Homo fossils is under 200,000 years, but there has been a lot of uncertainty about this date. As part of the 4-year project, Dr. Vidal and colleagues had been attempting to date all the major volcanic eruptions in Ethiopia Rift around the time of the emergence of Homo sapiens, a period known as the Late Middle Pleistocene. And the team collected pumice rock samples from the volcanic deposits and ground them to sub-millimeter size to examine them. Dr. Vidal said each eruption has its own fingerprint, its own evolutionary story below the surface, which is determined by the pathway the magma flowed. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. She said, once you've crushed the rock, you feel the minerals within, and then you can date them and identify the chemical signature of volcanic glass that holds the minerals together. Study co-author Professor Asfawosen Asrat of Addis Ababa University, Ethiopia, said, our closest look into the stratigraphy of the Homo Kibish formation, particularly the ash layers, allowed us to push the age of the oldest Homo sapiens in the region to at least 230,000 years. Co-author Dr. Aurélien Monnier of France Musée de l'Homme said, unlike other Middle Pleistocene fossils, which are thought to belong to the early stages of the Homo sapien lineage, Homo 1 possesses unequivocal modern human characteristics such as a tall and globular cranial vault and a chin. The new data estimates de facto makes it the oldest unchallenged Homo sapiens in Africa. The researchers believe that even though the study shows a new minimum age for Homo sapiens in Eastern Africa, it's possible that newer discoveries may extend the age of our species even further back in time, of course. They have to be found first. Professor Oppenheimer said, it's probably no coincidence that our earliest ancestors lived in such a geologically active rift valley. It collected rainfalls in lakes, provided fresh water, and attracted animals, and served as a natural migration corridor stretching thousands of kilometers. The volcanoes provided fantastic materials to make stone tools, and from time to time, we had to develop our cognitive skills when large eruptions transformed the landscape. And this is on Express UK by Anthony Ashkenazi. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.